The world is getting crazy. I mean it. The world is getting crazy. Crazier every single second that it passes. The world is actually flipping its mind. And it's not something new, dude. Like, we knew this, like, for quite a while. Like, even in 2016, when I was starting to understand a little bit more about the world, and I was exposed myself to social media, mostly on YouTube, which still I am hooked to this day. I was seeing all this kind of stuff in USA about different ideas, about liberalism, postmodernism, all this kind of stuff, which I was 16 years old, and my native language isn't English, so still I was fluent, but I was trying to understand concepts in English. Even to grasp in my mother tongue was kind of tough, to be honest. Actually, it's way tougher than in English due to, due to its origin, but that's a completely different conversation. But the case is this: the word was starting to shape. I don't know if it that was the case of me getting exposed to all the information that you can, so things that will be stranger than your hometown. But now that I'm seeing how even normal people they react, and with the case of YouTube, which and other social media, which you can even see like normal people, you give the stage to normal people to how the normal people they working, dude. Like, we're getting crazier and crazier every single day. We're losing our sanity. More obscure and more weird stuff they're coming up, which it's like an agenda that it's pushed to us that things that should be normal or something like that. Like normal stuff, like these things should be normal, which they're not. And the more we let it, and the more it's being pushed by us, we just give it a go. Like, okay, come in, I don't care. So it's kind of unnegotiable. Some things they becoming unnegotiable. You cannot really negotiate what you want to consume or not. It's pretty tough if you just open the tab to scroll. Except if your algorithm is literally golden and perfect, as you see this video, of course, like amazing algorithm. But still, like, if you are not getting exposed to this, one of your closest friends will. And now, where's my point? Where do I want to go, and why am I concerned with this? I'm concerned because we're living in an age, even, let's say, how should I put it in the simplest language? And symbolically, and in all brackets, symbolically, historically, archetypically, even astrologically, which I'm not subscribing to astrology, but if you just not this kind of girly stuff, this is that's a Scorpio, not this kind of shit, but real astrology, like dark astrology, which like Aeon and shit with crazy psychologists and magicians kind of stuff. All they moving across to breaking the morals that we got in order, let's say, the century to change, literally. Like, whatever things they coming on, they're starting to get even more crazy and crazy every single time, which they push the narrative to make this normal for us. Like, this is the new normal. And you hear a lot of this word new normal, new world, brave new world, maybe, new age, the new age, of course, uh, like new age philosophies, as a religion, this is a new age one. There's so many new, and I mean, one of the four powers in marketing, four powerful words, one of them is new, that makes you buy. But it's not only about the buyer seller dynamic. It's far deeper. It's changing the whole aspect of what is to be a human being. Like, physically, physiologically, even physiologically, and spiritually and psychologically. Well, you can ask right now, wait, spiritually, all right, I get it. Spiritually, it's like with psychologically, kind of the same. Let's put it in one bracket. I can get it. Like they trying to change the morals. I might get it. Like again, we see like the weaker is getting weaker and stomp the weaker, destroy the weaker, humiliate the weak ones, don't help them, stomp them, become again strong, be powerful, be ruthless, care about like living epidermical stuff, earthly stuff, let's say, and spirituality is something new right now, something which is you can find in yourself. You don't need anyone, you don't need knowledge, you can find it in yourself, and it's the new knowledge. Yes, we can say, but physically, yes, even physically, what's the pushing with the narrative? And if you really, really understand what's going on, you would know that even the physicality of our bodies is going, they wanted to change it. All right. And all of this has a meaning. And I'm not going to go and name all this kind of stuff. It's for the people that they know. But this kind of video is like for me sharing my thoughts again. Like it doesn't really have to do so much with teaching a lesson, even though there are teachings and lessons. I would say we have three choices necessarily into all this crazy world, and it's like more of a stance to this world, what's going on, and what stance you should have into all of this. And I know that we have so much information going on, so much information. Like you don't know which guy you should listen to, like if I'm saying the right stuff or not, or if anyone like has it or really thinks that it's the case. For me, I don't want to be the guru guy. I never wanted to be the guru guy. I just want to share my thoughts. And this is what I believe. There are three stuff. The first is to completely ignore what's going on and to live to your own imaginary world. And this could happen very easily just by consuming Netflix, movies, play video games, being your own, let's say, in your own place, being your own sphere, which nothing goes on, basically. And you could choose it. I have a lot of friends which they choosing to showcase this, but they have some eyes into the outside, but they commented like just for fun and they continue to do their thing. Which a lot of people they choosing to do that. Which that's a style, but it wouldn't land to anywhere on its own. It's the most, according to me, it's the worst one. It's the most pathetic one. But anyways, it's like you giving up on finding something more meaningful and making something out of your life. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to stuck with the old ideas and whatever is new, fuck it. It's like the on music with albums, you know. Oh, this is their new album. I don't like this new album. This mostly in metalheads. I don't like this album. It's a disgusting album, something like this. I'm only gonna focus on the main things, on the OG stuff. I don't care about these new things, which again, it has a sort of wisdom, which is kind of fine to me to stick with the old stuff and basically with the old principles. Like here, focus more on the old principles, which by the way, the old principles is gonna be boom, drum roll. It's gonna be Christianity. The old concept and the old blueprint of life is gonna be Christianity, my friends. Full stop. So that is the case because now things are changing. So you stick with Christianity and nothing else, and you don't pay attention to anything that happens. The third style is that you fully embrace the new age. You fully embrace the new age. You fully embrace the evolution, the technological experiments, the new age, the spirituality, as we used to say, the spirituality, the enlightenment, as we made some videos about it. And be careful with that stuff, okay? Be careful with this stuff Be careful, really be careful. And these stuff, they are going to raise your ego. They're going to reassure you so much that you think you are the king of the world, the king of the world. But in reality, well, it leads you to some strays. I've been into this. I didn't like the results. I didn't like the effects. I was getting slightly crazier. Not a lot, but slightly. I knew that I lost my way. And these are the main three ways, all right, what you can choose to do. Or to completely ignore it, to move back with the old principles, or to change your principles. We're going to talk into other ideas in future videos and stuff. But what I want to say into this one, for me, I'm choosing a principled second road, but I'm trying to see what's happening on the third road also. So it's like to understand what are these messages that they signal us. And a lot of these messages, they are into art, to nowadays art, to music, to nowadays music, um, to anything that it's creative related, a lot of movies, for example, or paintings. I'm not so much into paintings in this kind of art, but the most three that I'm getting exposed is fashion, which is very easy to be exposed. Music is the number one, and last but not least is the movies. These are the ways how the elites communicate with us. What are the messages that they want to share with us? And a lot of the times, the cultural shifts that they happen through media. And with these specific media, what roles we can have, what models we can imitate to move. And of course, we knew this from school. Like, this is a very basic understanding. The this, let's say, this system, the easiest way how to say it, they don't really bothering themselves to showcase what is good for us, but what is good for them in the long term. And a lot of the times they showcase us behaviors that they're going to confuse us. They're going to move us into different spaces. Now I'm saying this very simple, in a very simple manner. I don't want to go so deep into this one. I have a place where I can go fully deep into this one, but I'm not going to share them now, right now. The only thing is that if you feel that you're getting crazy, because everyone is getting crazy, it's kind of normal. You're not someone who needs help. It's just by having or being with crazy people around you, or watching the news, or listening to this music, which is very purposefully. The music is very purposefully like this, very purposefully. And be careful with the imagery, by the way. But yes, there's a lot of things. So the way how they communicate to us, all these kind of people, they communicate us through this. So be careful, and please notice and learn from other videos also how they're moving this, how they playing this game, because they're going to change the way we think. All right, they're programming us to something that they want. Now, I'm discussing even more of these things to my newsletter. Very full detailed ones. I can have conversations with you about this stuff. They're pretty deep. And there's all my ideas, what's going on. And guys, I want you to be careful. Like, this is more like, it's not a warning video, but it's an observation video, basically. A very generic, general observation video for everyone to think, for the beginners and for the intermediates. But if you want to know more, check out my newsletter down below. You'll find a lot of golden things. So yes, that's pretty much it. That's me, and I'll talk to you soon. But be careful. This world is getting crazy, but you are not getting crazy. You know where to hide. You know where to hit back. You know it. It's the principle that you live all these years and you knew what was right. Be there.